We're gonna sit here talking all night and we're gonna go fucking gamble. Let's fucking go.
Money isn't real. None of this is real.
This is just...
It's free. It's free.
What do you mean free?
Free money. Lose it all.
Lose it all.
Andrew, I know you said money isn't real, but I am getting fucked.
You wake up when the alarm goes off. You go to your job. Sorry.
Asset. Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay, what's the second best? There is no second best. There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? Right? There's no second best. Okay. But take all your money, buy Bitcoin. Then take all your time, figure out how to borrow more money to buy more Bitcoin. Then take all your time and figure out what you can sell to buy Bitcoin. And if you absolutely love the thing that you don't want to sell it, go mortgage your house and buy Bitcoin with it. And if you've got a business that you love because your family works for the business that's in your family for 37 years and you can't bear to sell it, mortgage it, finance it, and convert the proceeds into the hardest money on earth.
You didn't have to cut me off. Think I can never have something that we were nothing. I don't even need your love, but you treat me like a stranger and I feel so loved. No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Have your friends collect your records and then change your number. I guess that I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know.
Money isn't real. Money isn't real. Charlie.
You have to get it up to an alarm?
Your job? Let's just throw a stack of hundreds at you.
Hey, only if you got them.
You guys, I am running on no sleep for the past 3 days.
And he's not. That's 100% literally. He's not even joking.
I'm not even joking, dude. I was not like Charlie's excitement over not the Rams, over the Vikings I couldn't even be bothered. But what's going on, you guys? Welcome to Ask Me Anything 28, 1 year farther from the light that is Leonardo DiCaprio. I am joined by Charlie, man. What's up?
Hey, how's it going? I don't know. What am I supposed to say?
How's it
going?
Hey, and what's it going? Hey, man, you know what I'm just saying, man. Money mindset. That's right, you guys. So we got a little bit of announcement. We were done. So we were completely rugging in terms of the streams, but we got a little kind of hogtied here, if I'm being honest, you guys. So here's what's up. We had an onslaught of affiliates hit us up late. Keyword late. As well as we had 2 really big streams that we also needed to do, right? One, we'll keep it on the down low, but you'll see it. It's a pretty big one with a big channel. Another one,
a day and a half.
and a day and a half or so, and everything like that. The other one is we're going to be doing a stream with Dylan and Buck and stuff for the launch of Famous.
Can't miss that.
Can't miss that. You mean casinos on the blockchain? I'm gonna be. You tell me I can own the casino? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right?
Or a piece.
Or a piece, right? Hit the like buttons. 105 haram people watching. 105 of you only. Go to my Twitter right now and retweet it out. Shame on you. Shame. But because we had so many latecomers, I mean, the amount of messages me and Charlie were getting of like, bro, I missed it. Can I get in? Like, dude, it was to the point where like I can't even check my fucking Instagram right now.
Yeah, I would say like of most quarters, like this quarter had probably the most people who are just like
Charlie's mic's
late.
low. They're saying it's low.
Okay, yeah, you gotta turn it.
Oh, it's a fix ready. Okay.
Oh, okay. But yeah, basically, what do you call it? Yeah, we had like this quarter, we had like a lot of people like last minute, trying to get in and stuff. And so like as long as we had messages from them, like we're helping them get in. But yeah, with like the affiliates, everybody wanting to like basically be like, oh yeah, like we want to help you guys out and we want to like help out the Moon Gang and everything. Late, but, it's like, okay, yeah, we'll make it work this time around. I mean, the market's, the market right now, and so it's like, all right, we got a little bit of time. We can open up the door a little bit extra.
Right. So pretty much because due to popular demand, I'm rolling my eyes, but I can't roll my eyes.
I mean, this guy is no sleep gang right now. Like,
I'm a little irritated right now. If I'm being honest,
after we got back from Miami, like or whatever, like we were all like basically like, hey, let's figure some stuff out and all this and stuff. And I'm like, DCC like messaged me like 4 a.m. last night or whatever. I'm like, I'm pretty sure DCC hasn't slept yet. But
bro, we landed yesterday morning. I stayed up all day, couldn't go to sleep. I walked around my house. I think I did like 15,000 steps by the time I called you in the morning. I was like, bro, I can't stop walking around my house right now. I'm just thinking of like money isn't real. But so that's what's going on. So basically we're going to extend out when we close out the course in terms of people signing up. Yeah. Basically talking to everybody, it's like going to be up to Sunday at midnight. So
there's Moon Gang.
Yes. There is Moon Gang. There we go. You thought we were rugging? No rug, no more, you guys.
Well, you'll still get rug, but it just, delayed rug.
Delayed rug. Enjoy the sweet, sweet alpha while you can, because as soon as we're gone, I'm gone. You'll never see someone as sleep as me. Like, I'll be gone for 3 days, bro. Never again will you see.
Until Halloween, baby.
Until Halloween, man. But you're supposed to be the end of use of crypto. I guess. I don't know. Well, yeah, I didn't train for the second fight.
It's like I can do AMSR with this mic, but it's like these mics. We're gonna get better mics in here a little bit later. But yeah, like these mics are good for now. You just gotta kind of like make a little sweet love to them.
So there's a link, you guys. Crypto Mindset. If you were like thinking about not getting in, well, you've been saved. You can get in now. It's open till this Sunday for us affiliates, but after Sunday, it's closing basically. So there you go. Literally, if you email, there has been a couple people that emailed. This is another reason too. We had a ton of emails, Liam and stuff, and Kyle and everybody's been telling us. So there's a lot of people saying, hey, I need a closer to the 15th or something like that. So we're like, all right, if you email us and you tell us, hey, we need this much time, we'll let you slide and stuff. But you have to email us first if that's the case, if it's past the Sunday date and stuff. So get in the course, you guys. There you go, man. Get in, you guys. It's gonna be a doozy. The amount of like work we put into this one is pretty insane. I mean, the thesis webinar alone, I'm gonna blow your socks off. I'm gonna be very mean, very mean, angry, brimstone and fire.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting because I think as we get closer to the halving, right? Like there's just less and less time to buy Bitcoin, buy crypto at really good prices. So, even just the other day, right? Bitcoin wanted to drop below 25K and it just couldn't, right? Basically, it went down and now it's back to like 26,600 or something like that, right?
Right.
So, even Bitcoin's trying to rug and it can't.
Right. Now, obviously, so there's another reason why we call it no more rugs, right? The amount of people that are announcing, "Hey, you guys, wait, almost said something really fucked up." wait. So what, like, no more rugs in terms of like everyone started saying, "I'm quitting crypto." I want to announce today that I'm a queer. I mean, that's basically what people are like. That's what basically people are saying is like, I give up. I am a lame.
Oh, right.
That went over your head.
I was like, where is these going with this? All right, cool. I got you.
The fairies are winning this space. The Bud Light is being drank by across the interwebs. R.I.P. my boy Silvertooth. R.I.P. What's it called? Let me see. Cancel. You can't cancel me. Let's see. Brandon B is out of here. Let's see. There's even more people. I think, R.I.P. What's his fucking name? Oh, Nagabo, R.I.P.
Oh,
there's a couple of people that are straight up like.
Yeah, he went. What did he go straight for? P-Dye?
Bro, he's like, I fuck Hex, fuck Pulse Chain, fuck all that, fuck you, fuck your click, sell it all for P-Dye and Atropa.
Yikes.
R.I.P. Naga. R.I.P.
I mean, we can drink one out for him.
Hey, solo red cups, man. Gavassier. Damn, he needed that wrist webinar. That's crazy too. I just did like a couple months ago. I did a stream with him live in Vegas and stuff. He was having some heart problems. He just came out of I think he had a heart attack, multiple heart attacks, bro. Yeah, so a shout to. I mean, dude, this bear market is gonna be crazy, man. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna get back in.
No,
they're
pretty sure.
100% certain. I mean, as soon as the prices go back up, well, I only mosey on back. That's what's gonna happen. So they're probably gonna miss the bottom. Damn, dude, it sucks to sell the bottom. Jesus Christ.
Dude,
now
that's like the worst feeling in the world, and that's why I have that Chief Wiggum meme on my show like the last week. It's like, oh look, I sold the bottom, so I don't lose anymore, and then it goes up 50%. You're like, fuck.
Look, so I'm gonna answer one guy in the chat just because he keeps asking. All right, so he up about the guy Litecoin. Down. That there. El Chicano, you turn LA. Oh my god, that name.
You
bro.
don't even need to
my homie,
just
bro.
Take half.
All right. You guys, I'm incredibly tired. So sell my Litecoin or hang on. Well, homie, you probably should have sold it above $100 during the halving and stuff. So right now you're kind of in a tough buy. And I think Litecoin's at what, $60 right now?
Is it that? Did you go from wow?
Yeah, 112.
Damn, bro.
And people don't believe me. I accidentally sold the top on Litecoin, and I was pissed off about selling. I thought I was like, this is lame as fuck, dude. I was like, both me and you were kind of expecting like 160, somewhere in that range, or like it didn't do much.
Yeah, it lame ducked its ass into its own halving, and usually you sell it
163 or 260.
Bro, that's
$63.
Yeah. Okay, here, let me look at this real quick.
Yeah.
So like, where was it in the chart?
A 2x
over the last 90 days. So basically, yeah, here. So it's halving, right? Was I think late July, early August, usually a month to month and a half before Litecoin's halving is the best time to sell. So this peaked in early July at about $112, $120. So yeah, it's down 50% since then, which is to be expected.
The NFT course is separate, but you guys have time. So basically, the links are below. So if you look in the description box of this video, you can get into the NFT course. We'll get into all the stuff, what's included in that, but it is sold separately. But you fret not. You can buy it in so if you get the main crypto mindset course, you can get it in there. But that does close out. That once that link will be closed off, and then eventually there'll only be a link for people that are inside the crypto mindset course only.
Yes, exactly.
Or the Citadel.
Yeah. Well, basically, from Sunday.
From Sunday.
Yeah, or from
don't get rugged.
So yeah, this is Litecoin's going back to $30 to $40. It's currently 63 right now, so it's just a matter of time. But I mean, that depends really on what Bitcoin does. But Bitcoin also still in the weak part of its 60-day cycle. Over the next, I'll give it 48 hours. If Bitcoin stays above, let's say 26,500, I'd have to have the chart in front of me to get the exact numbers, but around 26,500, if Bitcoin can stay above there for the next, let's say 2 days, then Actually, the scenario where Bitcoin holds pretty well until the second half of the 60-day cycle is in place. So that would basically mean Bitcoin's probably not going to dump below 25K. If that happens over the next 2 days, then Bitcoin won't dump below 25K until after the 21st, which still another week from now. So, the next 2 days, weekly close for Bitcoin will be quite important to see, okay, can Bitcoin hold up? And then if that's the case, which it seems like it is right now, then Bitcoin's probably going to bottom out here in that middle of October period, right around the 13th to 21st of October. It should bottom out around 23,700.
Right. So so if Bitcoin does go down, Litecoin will go down.
Right. But down to 23,700 is not too bad from 26. That's a $3,000 drop from where it's currently at, roughly.
Yeah.
Which, what's that? It's like 10%. So, or a little bit more, maybe 12%. So for most altcoins, like Litecoin might go down 15%, which would probably be down to that $30-$40 range.
Yeah. I'm feeling 40, but if it's severe, if the dip's severe enough and crazy enough, it will hit 30s.
Yep.
So that's a good place. If you wanted to get some, you can get some. Or so you could offload a little bit here and stuff. If you already have long-term capital gains on it and stuff, I just keep a moon bag of it. And if you want to keep it moving, keep it moving.
Right.
But definitely should have sold around the happening. I talked about it too on stream and stuff. So this is why it's important to follow DCC and CC. You know what I'm saying, man?
Yep.
Soon to be rugged. But if you want all this juicy info, man, cryptomindsetcourse.com. The links below and stuff. The Crypto Mindset course, the Q3, Q4 mega course. We fused 2 quarters together, and now it is the mega course. So pretty freaking awesome, man. It's gonna be really tight. It's a 9/11 edition. It's a super long name course, basically. It's becoming
the planned demolition, the too soon course, because should we really be calling it the 9/11 course? It's too soon, bro.
Too soon. Now, Hugh Hefner says Litecoin still thing. It is. Now, here's the one reason why I hold out just a little bit of hope for it, even just a bit. A little bit. Yeah. And it mostly has to do with Dogecoin. There's something up with it, like when it comes to with Doge. So if depending on what Elon Musk does if Doge does really well, the miners will be really in profit, and then things get a little interesting at that point.
Right. And Litecoin at this point, right, is a bit of a reclamation project. It needs new leadership in the community,
right?
Because the leadership basically rugged it. So if that ever happens, then it could come back pretty good. But it needs to basically have incentive for miners and then incentive for new community building.
You know what would have been really cool? What they should have done, if people were holding Litecoin, they should just airdrop Doge to people. Really interesting. I understand you have to make the miners profitable, but imagine if they shared half of the yield, half of the Doge yield with people holding a certain amount of Litecoin. You could have it in a wallet, and then just shows up right there in your wallet.
Nice.
That's not impossible. It can be done, and it all runs on script anyway. So your Litecoin wallet will be able to do it. Any wallet will be able to do it. So you know what? Consultations here, you guys. We do corporate consultations. So they're quite expensive, but quite good.
$1 million.
We want 75% off.
Oh shit! I forgot.
Charlie.
All right, $10 million.
And in the bull market, $50 million.
100.
But the unrugging has begun. No more rugs, you guys. But it's kind of crazy the amount of people that are self-deleting themselves in the positive way, but it's also super negative for they're self-rugging or self-deleting themselves financially, basically. If you're all right, it is now. What's wrecked can't be wrecked no more, right? It's sort of that. So it's it does come a point where some of these people who are so wrecked, then what else if you're that wrecked, what else? You can't. Zero's still zero. There's nowhere to go but up. So obviously, I've talked to a couple of these guys in private and stuff just to make sure they're okay. They're fucking accusing me as are you making fun of me, bro? I'm nah, dude. I'm not making fun of you, dude. I swear to you, I'm just worried about you because it seems like you're spiraling in mental health. And here's the main thing right here, right? Why the fuck would you I understand during a bull market, but at the same time, why would you borrow to the hilt, ape all of it in everything, savings, credit cards, loans, property. I don't know about property, but let's just say property into the sacks. Why? Why? And that comes to any coin. Like now, people can make the exception. Well, it's Bitcoin, and I mean, obviously, we got Michael Saylor here. It's like right, but it is the sort of thing where like you have to like you can put what you can afford to lose, or maybe like okay, I over distributed a little bit, but we've had a really crazy long bear market, right? These hacks happened in mid 2022, right? No, actually, I'm talking about 2021. I'm sorry, in 2021, and we've had of all of 2022, and we've had of most of 2023. They launched in May. Plenty of time to kind of gotten that cash back through DCAing, gotten stable coins. So this is why, like, I just don't understand is like, I feel like a lot of these guys just stop fucking working a regular job on top of that. So they're just sort of, they're just chilling, fucking eating Cheetos or some shit. What the fuck? Like, I'd be working the most ever.
Yeah, I think there's people that are just like, okay, I did the math. If Bitcoin goes to a certain level and everything, then essentially, yeah, I'll be made in the shade. So, they bet on that, right? But they don't take a lot of other things into account, especially taxes, as well as, income streams and how much their, burn rate is and all that stuff.
Right.
So since they don't take those things into account, they kind of get surprised by it. And then, yeah, to be honest, most of those people who take out that much leverage, end up having to go back to the glue factory.
Oh my God. Kyle, pull up that one from Melly Mel. Yeah, let's see. Melly Mel, do you trust MetaMask cashing you out to your bank? Yes, to a point, but here's the fees are ridiculous.
Right.
So
is it 8%?
It's something, yeah, like
for the out to your bank, right?
Yeah, so there's the individual fees that they figured out are like there's no way around them really because you do pay those fees, but then
network fees, you mean?
Network fees, and then there's also like the service charge fees and stuff, and then of course MetaMask adds their own fees in the middle, so there's middleman fees. This is why like the fee is kind of ridiculous,
right? So
you'd be better off, going to Coinbase, selling there, or just selling it on the Uniswap on late at night or something like that, because super late at nights, if you're in America, is when the gas fees are the lowest because China's asleep, Europe's barely awake, if they're ever awake.
You're getting charged for convenience.
Yeah, you're getting charged for convenience, right? So basically, the one way how you would do it is either selling Uniswap or Matcha, those Nazis, but Matcha, and then you would convert it into USDC or Tether, probably USDC, and then you would move it on to Coinbase, and from Coinbase, you'd sell those dollars for dollars. It's so weird to say that, but it's true. You would convert your USDC into US dollars, and then from there, you would then transfer it to your bank, and then that could take 4 to 6 days. And then your money's in your bank account. There is other services were a little bit faster. I've heard PayPal has like really fast services, but they charge you as well. So they have this really like, let's just say you remove crypto to PayPal. PayPal will then you'll sell it on PayPal. It'll turn into cash. And he's like, would you want to wait the 4 to 6 days for your cash to show up to your bank, or if you give us 1 to 3% of your money, 3%, 1 to 3% of your money, you'll get it. And then you go, I'm impatient. So you do it. So, and it gets kind of crazy because if you cash in at $1 million, 3% is 30 G's. I'm waiting those fucking 4 days.
Right.
But I understand if a certain portion of it, like you need it. Like I understand if you have like, let's just say you're transferring like $100,000, you transfer 10 G's really quickly just to have some cash in your bank. Of course, that makes sense, right? But like, wait the time for it to show up to the account, because it's like, why, like the fees really start adding up, especially the larger accounts. The more zeros, the more that fee starts getting like you start caring about those fees, especially when it starts going up a lot. But Gray Man, let's see what's going on. I thought you were off for the CMC. Glad to make it. And I'm glad you're here too, man. There's still time to get in. So basically, we had go back to the beginning of the stream, but basically, we have
repeating it.
Yeah, we had a bunch of latecomers. So we had a lot of people that wanted to be affiliates for us, and they were asking us, please. Like we were telling for a while to start up earlier, and what ended up happening is that they just started late, and it was quite a few of them basically. So we're like, all right then. So we've extended out the sales window for the Crypto Mindset course till this Sunday at midnight. We're closing it out with Moon Gang, and yeah, you guys got lucky. You got to extend it a couple more days.
Yep.
So definitely get in. The link's below. The NFT course link is below as well. That NFT link will turn off and will only be available after this Sunday. That doesn't work anymore. You'll have to be in the Crypto Mindset course or in the Citadel. So get in. Solid WC. You got us for a couple more days. DCC on no sleep for 3 days.
Yeah, I'll be live tomorrow. Hold on, just pasting. Oh, did that not go anymore? I'll put the link in there later. But no, I'm gonna be live tomorrow with different camera angles. At about 5 or 5:30 p.m. Eastern, the usual time. And we'll be going over charts and we'll do a specific subject show tomorrow. And then on Saturday, we'll do another one at 5 or 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for my show as well. So we're both streaming basically Friday through Sunday, and then we'll end Sunday with Moon Gang for you guys, and then we will officially re-rug you. Yeah, unless you're in the course.
Definitely. Yeah,
and there was some nice stuff on Thor Swap that I put in the Q3 Q4 Crypto Mindset course earlier today, as well as in the Citadel.
Yeah, you guys should always check the pin messages. Pin messages where a lot of information is kind of put in there. So,
yep,
there you go. Yes, please make Charlie look like a top G with the good angles.
I'm just top G anyways, but good angles always helps.
Thor Swap Alpha, nice. So that's right, man. Real John F. Kennedy. This Sunday's Moon Gang will be legendary. That is correct, you man. That is correct. Definitely, man. So sign up to you guys now and stuff. So obviously for people who don't know, Crypto Mindset is the best course, the crypto course in the world, man. I wouldn't really call it a course. I'd call it more like I'd call it SEALs training. I'd call it like Hell Week. I'd call it Hell Weeks. I call it Hell Weeks. I call it Ranger School. I call it Charlie's School of Witchcraft and Wizardry.
I'll call it the month of awesomeness.
Yeah, Shadow Money Wizard Gang. It's where we turn fucking wimps into pimps, right?
Yeah. What was the phrase? Oh man, there's a good one. There was a good one that I used a while back. It was we're turning the average Joe into a savage Joe. I stole that one from Crypto Kirby.
Oh,
he has
really?
terrible, well, not terrible, not great technical analysis. Dude's hilarious though.
I haven't seen his video in a long time and stuff, but yeah. I mean, it's glad to see people still. I mean, people are still around and stuff. But
I don't know if he's still around. I got to check. If he's not around, once he does come back around, that's when the market. There's sometimes when you're like, okay, this lazy MFer, right, basically is not streaming during the bear market, and then they come back. You're like, oh shit, game on,
right?
So
now, pull up that comment from Jacob Smith. Hey, I've been thinking about doing a side hustle and thinking about going into Amazon FBA so I can get some more dry powder. Do you think that's a good idea, or should I dump my money back into crypto instead? Now, what a loaded question.
What's FBA?
Oh, it's Amazon fulfillment. It's basically you're kind of drop shipping, or you're buying certain items that are kind of hot, and then you're making some profit on it.
Yeah, one of my buddies in Tokyo was doing that with makeup, selling it from China to Japan. Kind of genius.
Oh, buying Chinese makeup, selling in Japan?
Yeah, just cheap ass Chinese makeup and then mark it up a bunch and sell it to Japan.
My line of Shinjuku horror. It's selling like hotcakes.
Shinjuku mascara. I don't know.
Shinjuku horror.
There's a few over there. Just
oh my god.
Cho and
Goddamn. Shinjuku Gaijin horror. Anyway, yo, what's going on, man? What the hell, Crypto Sloth? How the fuck did you? I didn't even say Hedron.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
But let me answer this guy's question. All right, so that's a really interesting thing. So me and Charlie are always pro making more money.
What's the because somebody in the chat said so? What's the average Joe into a savage Joe? What's the Jane, right? The average Jane into a savage Jane. You can do that for women, right?
Yeah, you got to turn her from Jane to G.I. Jane, right?
There you go, something like that. There we go. We got who's that for? There's somebody in the chat. Melly Mells was asking. So
now the FBA stuff, like some of it. Now, I'm not an expert on it, but I've seen quite a lot of videos on it. You have to have a specific type of items, and then there's a lot of marketing involved. And so it's like you could sell the same item, but because you make better videos on the page, your shit will sell better. So there's a lot of elbow grease, and then on top of that, there is some carrying costs depending on how you do it. There's like drop shipping and stuff like that. So believe it or not, even with what Gary Vee teaches, actually, so believe it or not, when it comes to like selling, like reselling from like garage sales and stuff like that, or like eBay, that's actually pretty profitable actually still.
Yeah.
Going to clearance sections and stuff to see like what stuff you can sell for profit and stuff that works too. But it's elbow grease, and the problem is more and more people finding out about it, so the margins are trying to come down. So you have to you're just getting lucky. So you're kind of just going from store to store to get lucky.
Yeah. Garage sale wise, I learned the first trading like lesson that I learned was actually with Beanie Babies.
Yeah.
My mom back in the day when Beanie Babies were hot, she was working at a gift shop.
Yeah.
Right. And we had our pick of all the good Beanie Babies. We had a fucking stack of them, bro. All the Beanie Babies, fucking, I don't even know what they're called, but like all the good ones, right?
Yeah.
They're basically like NFTs, right?
Right.
And like we were like, oh, this shit's going to the moon. We're holding on to them. And they were, dude. And like, but then like we held too long, right? The fad or the whole thing with Beanie Babies basically turned over. And now I think we still have like fucking boxes of these things in the fucking garage. Can't sell that shit at the garage sale for nothing.
So wait, by multiples, like okay, how much is a Beanie Baby, and how much did they go up by?
They're probably like $5 or $10 each,
and then they went up to like what, like
$50 to $500 each.
The fuck did you sell them? Bro,
this is the problem with getting so much supply, right?
Yeah.
When the supply is easy to come by because you have an in,
right?
It was like we got greedy, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I was like 12 at the time, so I'm like, bring it on, just give me it. I want to make all the gains.
Damn.
But it's kind of like Pogs, or Pokemon, right? Like it's all kind of the same thing. So like NFTs, right? You kind of have to treat more like that than coins, I would say. So NFTs are kind of like, you can't move that hot potato very easily afterwards, whereas coins, you can sell them at a drop of the hat.
Now, go back. So yeah, so Fresh and Fit did
the ultimate bag hold those.
Literally bags, beanie bags. But yeah, so watch the FNF show they did about FBA and stuff. So there's some people that successfully do it, but there's a lot of grifters in that industry. Just like air, I don't know which area has more grifters, the FBA ones or the drop shippers. Drop shippers probably.
Yeah, because Amazon you can actually make money.
Right.
There's like, I think like if you treat it right and you do it right, there's actually legitimate business there. Whereas I would say drop shipping, I haven't heard anybody doing legitimate business there.
Yeah. I remember someone who shall not be named trying to create an entire NFT protocol based off of Beanie Baby.
Here's what we could do, right? We could
do
all the NFT Beanie Babies, bring them back in style, and then I'll sell, bro.
Yeah.
How about that? You still hold out hope.
You build it, they shall come.
Yeah, probably not.
I sell trend like Charlie sold Beanie Babies.
No, I didn't sell. Or yeah, there we go.
Kyle has this fucking video of like all this trend in milk. It's fucking ridiculous, eating empty trend bottles of milk.
Oh, it's funny.
Advanced coin accumulation and dollar cultification education.
Okay.
So scroll up. So go to Octavian Hexavian 555.
Right. He had a super chat too.
Yeah. How many X's do you wait? Sorry, I got you in the rice. How many X's do you believe that the famous token will do at launch? It looks like it's next week. Yes. So it looks like coins will be distributed to everybody. I think they should at the end of this week in like a couple days, basically. But the protocol won't launch until a week or so. So it's going to be sort of like the whole fiat sort of thing, where like the fiat token, like you end up getting the token, and then the protocol launches a few weeks later, kind of like that. Now, well, in that case, actually, the token launched really early, and they waited months. But this time around, it's going to be a lot quicker and stuff. All should be answered by Buck and Dylan, but when they're on the stream. But it'll probably do pretty well. I mean, the tokens usually they do anywhere from a 2 to 5x, and they kind of hold the ground there, and then eventually they kind of come down a little bit. But this is the casino. Out of all the degenerate motherfuckers, imagine going 50x long on PDI. Come on, you guys. Go 50x long on Atropa.
Liquidated.
Hit a Pepe Cal. Lagging it out, Cal. Oh my god.
Didn't have to cut me off. Think I like it never happened to me. We were nothing. I don't even need your love. You treat me like a stranger and I feel so loved. No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Have your friends collect your records and then change your number. I said I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know.
Gee. Okay, Dominic Timmons. I know very little about cryptocurrency. What are the benefits of taking the course? You will know just about everything about cryptocurrency, just about.
Everything you need to know.
Everything you need to know. So you will become a local expert in the crypto space in terms of this. You take the course, You don't need any previous any previous experience. Can you operate a phone? Yes. Welcome to crypto, sir. Sign on board. Here's your free charger or your Hellcat or whatever. Here's a sign up bonus, right? Dodge Durango. Here you go. So just sign on the dotted line. Give me your life for 6 years. Now, what this course does is what we're really proud of is we've onboarded over 14,000 people into the crypto space because of this course. When you sign up, it will take you from A to Z, literally from knowing nothing to wheeling and dealing in the crypto space, going on to other L1s, using bridges, yield farming, LPing, leverage trading. You shouldn't, but we'll teach you about the pros and cons of it, and there's big cons, right? Borrowing on your crypto. The mostly cons about borrowing on crypto, but some pros as well. And we'll show you kind of a myriad of how to do fundamental analysis, how to do technical analysis, which is basically studying the charts and the prices, on-chain analytics, how to research on YouTube. What's a community? What's a decent sized community? Does it have a community? Is it a lame community? Is this a scammer community?
Is it a bot-based community and they're just all full of shit?
All right. Is it a bot army owned by a bunch of Australians? Possibly, yes. And this is kind of what we show you how to roll the dice. That's correct. And buy silver. Oh yeah, definitely.
If you'd like.
And one of the most important things that we end up teaching people is kind of this growth and wealth mindset of getting positivity. So one of the biggest problems that people end up having in their life, and this is a really like rough thing to say, but most people, if you're not where you're at, want to be in your life and stuff, it's because you got a bunch of losers around you. Not that they're loser people, but they have a loser mentality, which is and what the loser mentality is just negativity.
Right.
And self-doubt.
Or complacency.
Yeah.
I would say complacency is one of the biggest ones that I've seen out there, right? Like just people get used to things and just like, yeah, I'm not going to do too much.
Right.
Just keep the status quo.
So pull up Melly Mel's real quick. I love that name, Melly Mel. That's from a cool song. Will the course be live only? Can you watch in your own time? Yes and yes. So there's 22 webinars. 5 are pre-recorded. So these are brand new pre-recorded webinars where we basically go through the real basics: how to move a coin, what's his website, some kind of to-dos and not to-dos and stuff. In terms of like, one thing that we always recommend people is you favorite and you create bookmarks. Because you shouldn't be searching for the same. If you're going to the same website, you should save the link so it's there. So when you click on it, it directly takes you there. And throughout the course, we'll teach you how to actually be able to search for these links safely through safe websites.
Yeah, it's like we go from everywhere from like basic best practices all the way through like advanced jujitsu training, right, with crypto. So it's one of these things where, yeah, like that seems very simple and obvious, but at the same time, right there, we've seen so many people out here. Every once in a while, somebody says, "Oh shit, I pressed the wrong link. I got fished." Right? I lost some money there.
What's fish mean?
Basically hacked.
Oh,
right. And so like, or they got tricked into giving their seed phrase or whatever.
So does it mean like they took my photos or something, or what did they take?
No, they just used a human error to basically hack you. So if they were just trying to hack your wallet, it'd be extremely hard because of cryptography and everything. But if they trick you, right, to press the right link in an email or a Telegram message or on a YouTube chat or whatever, right, as soon as you touch that message, you don't go to your bookmarks, you go to the link somebody else gave you, boom, right? They all of a sudden can rug your money.
Right. So this is why we've created so as soon as you join up, within 24 hours, within 24 hours, make sure to check either your email or your spam folder. Let me say this again. Make sure to check your email, your main email inbox, or your spam folder in the email. Within 24 hours, you receive a link that will take you to Telegram. We will show you how to operate Telegram. It's really easy. We make it really simple and stuff. But Telegram is probably one of the safest places to actually to use crypto. But like everything, it can be dangerous. So we've created this kind of safe group where it's a private group where people can talk. You can ask as many questions as you want. You can at Charlie, or at Cultivate Crypto or at Dollar Cost Crypto. And then within a certain amount of time, we'll answer your question, or someone in the chat will end up answering your question, right? And we have a couple of moderators in there and stuff. Kyle and a couple other guys are in there as well, Liam and stuff. So we're going to be taking care of you guys. But in there, you can ask questions. It's actually very, very, very dangerous to be asking questions. Watch this. Just pretend I don't know anything, right? I've lost my passwords. I can't log into my MetaMask, or I can't move this crypto off my MetaMask. Could someone help me? If you put can anyone help me with my MetaMask? You'll be inundated with like 15 or 20. Don't do this, but 15 or 20 like DMs. Hey, I'm with MetaMask support. Can I help you? Or I'm with Treasure support.
Right.
I'm with Ledger support. And the amount of millions per month that's been jacked like this is it's insane.
Yeah, it's pretty sad because it's like one of these things where it's like it's so simple to not fall for that, but so many people do.
Now,
so many people do.
Brown conservative capitalist. Let me explain. So DCC, someone sending direct messages from Instagram claiming it's you, and I've asked to register. So the way you could tell it's me, it's dollar cost. So if you look at my YouTube, I have all my socials pinned in there. I am verified on all of them.
Yeah, and I've heard this one as well. Even like sometimes keep that up there, Kyle. So like I've heard of this one as well. Like sometimes it's confusing. Like even if you have a verified account, like they can still make it look kind of good. So here's another way to tell, right? If you send them a message, right, and they answer you back almost immediately, right? That sure as hell ain't us. You know, we're busy. We take some time to respond to you guys. And so to be honest, there's like a bunch of on Instagram, there's a bunch of accounts, I think Filipino or some other country that they're watching every quarter when we launch. And then they try to just spam a bunch of people that are following us, hoping that you might get into the course. And then, you know, we never ask you for any payments through Instagram or anything like that. So the best way to do this is, you know, obviously follow follow DCC's verified account for that one in particular. But then also if you don't see the verified account, you're not sure, send them a message or a few messages, make sure they don't reply right away. If you're still not sure and you're just like, I don't even want to touch this, just go to support@cultivatecrypto.com, send an email there because always the email to us directly to our direct support line is going to be the best way for you to basically contact us and make sure it's us. So just go directly through the website if you have any doubts or any questions about that.
I've also dropped my link tree here, so that's also all my real socials and all the real links right there for both the Citadel, the NFT course, the crypto, the 9/11 course, as well as a bunch of other goodies and stuff. So all my stuff's in there, and Charlie's link tree is also up in there as well. Coming around the corner when she comes. But so let's go up. Where did I see it? Yeah. So one thing that me and Charlie did this time around, just to catch up on this. So both me and Charlie both DM'd a bunch of our followers and stuff on Instagram, and we will be messaging some people here on Telegram, but mostly on Instagram and stuff, just because it's the one that we're getting the most DMs from right now. Yeah. So you'll if you get a DM from me, it's me, and a lot of times I'm doing voice. I'll leave you a voice message. Stop being lame.
Yeah, no OnlyFans links in there, unfortunately. Not yet. It's coming around the corner, I heard.
Yeah, the market hasn't crashed enough yet. Like, so.
Jesus Christ.
You guys, it's OnlyFans time.
That's my signal if I ever saw one.
Right. Let's see. Okay, Xavier next. That's a good one right there. Let's see. No more rugs. All right. Hit that one up there, right above there. No, down. Right there. When the is the 9-inch sack, that mofo is losing his shit with that sack money. Yeah. It should be coming pretty soon. I mean, they're all basically being kind of chicken shits, and
they're kind of waiting to see when other projects launch, and then when there's like a domino effect on projects, they're like, oh shit, we gotta launch.
And we'll have more of this inside the Crypto Mindset course. We'll have
a lot more detail.
But basically it's going to be like a cascade. Boom, 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 boom. Fiat might be, Famous might be the one that to launch it off, because if Famous does really well, I cannot wait for Famous to launch, because I just want them to suck up all the fucking attention right now, because I'm so sick and tired of some of these other fucking projects. They're getting my fucking last nerves, dude.
Meme coins and shit.
Yeah, there's like stupid meme coin. Like watch what happens when these launch. Now, if they end up launching with like leverage trading for them, cool.
Which means you're going directly to the leverage trading exchange as soon as you can, right?
No, I wouldn't tell those guys to leverage trade.
No, I'm talking about just for yourself.
What do you mean?
You're gonna just go straight to leverage, right? With your own bag.
No, I just own a piece of the casino. And I own a piece of the casino, and then I'll just earn the pulse off their suffering.
Oh yeah, that's a good plan.
Or gains. Yeah.
Either way.
Waiting on the fetch oracle. Cool. But that's kind of what's going on. So obviously, yeah, there's Oracle stuff and everything like that, but it's a meme coin dex. Like,
can you go back? Oh, sorry, finish that.
No, it's kind of a meme coin dex and stuff. They could launch it. They could, it just is what it is.
Yeah.
But I get it. It is what it is.
Yeah. If you go back to Dominic Timmons, right there. There you go. So just wanted to confirm that your payment through PayPal or in Bitcoin and Ethereum. So yeah, you can do PayPal through the website, right? That's a full price of $9.98. If you scroll down into the description of the Crypto Mindset on the website there in the link that we provided in the chat, then yes, there's a link for a Coinbase Commerce where you get 15% off. It's $848.30 if you pay in Bitcoin or Ethereum.
Yeah, seems like liquid loans coming too. There's a lot of things coming soon to a theater near you. Drinking.
We're just waiting for more questions to come in. It's a Q&A, right? It's an AMA.
It's the Q&A. No more rugs, you guys. Somehow you have rugged the unrugged. And now we're here. I was supposed to rug you, and you have rugged me.
What is already rugged may forever be rugged. What is dead may
never rise.
Never die, right? Something like that. Where are we going here?
I don't know. We're going
to our stream, bro.
Yeah. Oh no, I know. I know we're going to my stream and stuff. So let's get into some super chats. It's okay. All right. So Compton 310, man, with the $10 super chat. Do you guys see lower prices in Pulse and PulseX? What is the best strategy for getting into Sol? I keep hearing possible Black Swan event from Waters Below. Waters Above. Damn, I said that hella wrong. Yeah. So basically, yeah, like they pretty much, what's today's date? Today's the 14th, so they're getting permission as of like today, basically, to start selling. And if they get the permission, so we should see a little bit downturn in prices over the next few weeks.
Yeah, well, and here's the thing, right? It's about how much they're going to sell. They have not stated how much they're going to sell. So we have sell pressure possibility, right? Of Solana, Bitcoin, Ethereum, pretty much anything that FTX was holding. But they what day is today? The 14th?
Yeah.
So they were having the ability to sell from yesterday, right? It's just a matter of, okay, how much will they? I know Justin Sun from Tron and a few others have actually offered to buy some of the crypto off of FTX's hands in order to not make a cascade in price. So it'll be interesting to see over the next, I would say, 3 weeks, just until the end of September, because around I think September 29th is when they're going to start allowing people who were in FTX and lost money to be able to come and claim some of their funds back. So by that point, they'll have to have some sold. But at the current rate, just looking at the chart and everything with the 60-day cycles, again, like I said before, if Bitcoin does hold up above that 26,500 mark for the next couple of days on daily closes, then even that selling is going to be less drag on the price until after the 20th, after we get the rate hike information from the Federal Reserve. So those two compounding going into the end of the month could lead to that sell-off that gets Bitcoin down to 23,700. But again, we'll kind of see here how that all plays out. But when the entirety of crypto Twitter and crypto YouTube says, oh my God, they're going to be selling everything, right? It makes me kind of pause and be like, okay, when everybody agrees with something, start thinking a little bit the other way. But at the same time, it is still pressure.
Right. This is why I started my DCA into Sol, very light DCA, but
I wouldn't start the DCAs like strongly until like the end of the month.
We want to see a little more down in price and stuff like that. But
light DCA is very good.
So go to Super Check-out. All right, Crypto Boogie, man. $5 Super Chat. Next Crypto Mindset, Medellin, Colombia. Of course. Yay!
Hey, why not?
Sheesh.
Hey, everybody needs to learn crypto.
Yes, that's right. Octavian X. How many X's do you think famous token will launch? Looks like it's next week. Oh, I think we answered this. Or I know I think we read it.
Yeah.
They'll probably do it 2 to 5. But people are saying, should I buy it and wait till it dips and stuff like that? If you're fast enough when it first comes out, you'll probably do okay with it. But if you wait, it'll pump out. It'll pump,
Yeah.
You're gonna be buying top.
Yeah, if you could throw Dominique up there one last time, because he's kind of going through a process here. Says, thank you. I'm willing to learn and invest in hopes of making a decent profit. Yeah, man. Here's the thing, right? So in terms of time, right, the crypto mindset course is helping you to get into crypto here in the next few months, right? And mainly getting into the market here by the middle to end of October, right? That's like the main goal there. And then we want to make some money within Q3, Q4, but where the most money is going to be made is definitely over the long term. And within crypto, it's not that long. It's like maybe the next 1.5 to 2 years, right? That's where all the money is going to be made. So if you're coming in with hopes of making a decent profit, recalibrate your idea of what a decent profit is, because over the next 1.5 to 2 years, with a lot of projects, we're going to be making at least a 10x plus with a lot of things, right? And I would say if you do jump in the course, look at the portfolio and start working with things, and then you have that long-term mindset of the next 1 to 2 years, then yeah, I think you can average a good 20, 30, 40x, possibly more, depending on, how it all plays out. So yeah, that's a pretty decent profit in my opinion.
Hell yeah, man. Shout out to Jose, man. 5 a.m. in Portugal. We up. And don't forget to retweet this, man. I just put a tweet out. Retweet this so more people can get the sweet information, man. Hit the like button on the way in. That's exactly, man. All about the money and stuff. Has FTI? Oh yeah, we said that already. What's up with MetaMask holding Bitcoin?
They basically are trying to become multi-chain, right? So they were basically only an Ethereum only wallet. Now they're going to be able to hold Bitcoin as well as, I believe, Solana, and maybe a few others.
Perfect. Okay, Troy Miller. Yo, DCC, any plans on having a crypto course in Spanish? We really need one here in TJ. Yeah, Hong Kong really needs it. But the best Chinese food I've heard.
I only heard it from these guys, so I don't know what they're talking about.
I haven't had that them noodles. The best takeout. Or it's more like dine in. But I've heard Tijuana's got the best Chinese food. That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
But any plans? So yeah, we are planning. So it's first gonna be in Japanese, and then we will have it in Spanish.
Yes,
that's the plan. So, and that's in the works now. Ahorita, señores. Yo sí puedo hablar como pocho para hablar mucho de español. Gato en mis pantalones.
Correct.
That's right. Yeah. Never been. Oh, never been. Huh. Wow. Yeah. You should really check it out, man. I'm telling you, Troy. I'm telling you, this small establishment really needs help, man. So, like, it's the best. It's the best Chinese. I would say it's better Chinese food than China has.
Damn.
I'm putting you, because I mean, if you,
here's the thing.
Outside of the joke, the best Chinese food in America is made by Mexicans in kitchens. I'll say that shit's true.
100%.
Asian in the front, brown in the back. I'll hit a Pepe for that shit.
You didn't have to cut me off. Think I like it never happened, that we were nothing. I don't even need your love, but you treat me like a stranger, and I feel so loved. No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Have your friends collect your records and then change your number. I guess that I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know.
Yeah, real John F. Kennedy. Why am I shocked? He's like, TJ's so fun, man. I guess that's where he gets his Cuban cigars. This is where Glenn gets his Trenbolone sandwiches. Russia. Wow. This is an American stream supporting the fucking Reich. Wow. All right, Dominique Timmons, post up that question real quick. All right, I understand that the patience is key. I'm a single man with no kids. I am more than willing to see it through to the end. Love the heads up. Hey, perfect, man. But remember, like, we'll definitely that risk webinar, and just take what we say in stride and stuff like that. Don't all ape it in at once, and just kind of gradually learn about it, get comfortable, and then take advantage of a couple opportunities. But always remember to leave some money in your bank account to take care of yourself, the human, the meat wagon, and then take the rest of that dirty fiat to make the digital one as rich as fuck. Definitely, man. And we'll answer a ton of more questions too, you guys. Super chat away. If you super chat, we will answer it, man. Let's see. What if RH goes to SEC meeting in November?
Probably not a great idea.
Probably not good. I guess it's finding Carmen San Diego.
Yeah, or extradition San Diego as
Yeah.
they did with John McAfee.
Yeah, if they DOJ, that's no bueno.
You don't want to be in the situation John McAfee was in.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to see a really good stream, though, go back and watch the old Richard Hart stream with John McAfee.
Yeah.
Oh, that was hilarious, bro. John McAfee himself is always great, but then you add Richard Hart in there, and you just kind of see them like kind of John with each other, making jokes with each other. It's
Right.
Good. It was really good.
It's really interesting and stuff. You gotta.
I would say that's a definite. If you're just like, hey, I need a crypto stream, but I need like a chill crypto stream that's just interesting, funny, and all that. Like that's a classic. John McAfee and Richard Hart.
Right. But
good weekend stream.
Good weekend. And I think it's the 28th of November. For some reason, I heard it was this month on the 28th. Maybe I heard it wrong.
Yeah.
Let's see. 5 in Portugal stream.
I think Boogie wanted me to look at OP right there on that one right there. Right there. All right. I'll have to use. Hey, give me your phone, DCC. Where you got CoinGecko on here, right?
Yeah.
Where was it?
Right
there. We go. Oh, that's there we go. All right.
There you go.
I'll throw up the OP chart on here.
OPP. Yeah, you know me.
Apparently, optimism. There we go. So he wants me to give a visual or an auditory breakdown of the OP chart. Ooh, it's screaming. All right. Let's look at the last 90 days.
Oh, nice.
All right. So it's not screaming crazy, right? But it's doing well. So the OP chart, I would say you had a nice A, B, C potential. Yeah, maybe the down move was done here at about $1.30 on September 10th. It's made a nice up move since then. Broke above $1.33. It's at currently $1.40. So it's on a breakout. Where it gets resistance is, $1.40 is actually an area. $1.40 to $1.50 is actually a pretty serious resistance area. So if it makes it past 155, then I can see it shooting up towards like 160, 170, 180, somewhere in there. So yeah, the next area that OP needs to break above is 150 or so, 155 in order to keep its uptrend going. But even if it broke back down, it looks like it should have good support at about $1.33. So any pullbacks to $1.30 or $1.35, somewhere in there, should be pretty good buy opportunities for OP. And if it hits below the low that it had earlier this month, right, I would say at lowest it should get support around $1.20. So $1.20 to $1.35 is a pretty good place to buy OP if you're looking at that. So there you go, the verbal charts.
Oh, there you go. He can do it in his mind.
In my mind.
All right, let's see. Wally the Wallosaurus. Thoughts on the Bitcoin miner being profitable as more and more halvings come into play, and how does it affect the security of Bitcoin? Well, it actually increases it if the hash rate's going up, so it becomes harder and harder. So it just takes more electricity, more computation power, so it's harder to do. Now, what ends up happening with the halving is that the halving does have a dramatic effect. It lowers the amount the miners have to sell, which basically every 4 years they have less Bitcoin to sell. They have less the total supply to dump. But one of the problems that ends up happening there is it takes a while for the halving to really take place. So basically, if you cut the supply of Bitcoin in half and you still have the same amount of demand, over time, this will lead into increased prices. But it takes a while sometimes to get those increased prices because it kind of lags out throughout the market. Yep. Yeah. What's wrong?
I'm just laughing at your sleepiness.
Oh, no. It's
I'm like, this guy is talking about Bitcoin halvings while he's half asleep. I love it.
Dude,
the guy knows his shit so much he can teach you to sleep.
I can teach you in my sleep, like literally. But like, there's this guy. I was gonna play this, but I didn't want to get trouble with the song. This guy is blacked out, drunk, like guitar soloing, like passed out, and then his homies are trying to drag him off. He's He's like shredding it, dude.
That sometimes happens.
I am him. You're not him. Yes, yeah, bitch. Yeah, that's me.
I joined the course. I'm excited.
Yeah,
you should be. Joshua Ventura, appreciate you. Says, I do have a question though. I bought 3K of Bitcoin. I've lost 400. I'm willing to hold. Should it be best for me to sell now or rebuying on every dip? Rebuying on every, just buy every dip, because at this point, right, if you bought 3,000 worth of Bitcoin, like here's the first thing about the crypto mindset. You haven't lost until you sold, right? Even if Bitcoin went down to $1, right? Is that an opportunity or a loss, right?
Right.
I would say generally speaking, yeah. Like if you're putting 3,000, it's worth 2,600 right now. That ain't shit for volatility. That's normal. Like that's par for the course, right?
Yeah.
And if we're looking at Bitcoin going down to 23,000 here, or 23,700 in mid-October, yeah, good chance to buy some more stack. So just between now and the halving, which is next spring, just stack as much as you, stack as much as you can. Don't sell lows, right? Only sell major peaks so that you can buy back lower. So unless it's very obvious, right? If you're not sure, when in doubt, buy ETH or buy the dip.
Definitely, man. And yeah, it's sort of the same thing too, where like it would only be really worth maybe to sell some if you had a substantially larger amount, where like, because 400 is not that bad. You can just DCA that back in and you got more BTC than you started with, stacking sets and chilling and shit. But there's one question right there. So, okay, finding the edge. El Salvador mines Bitcoin from a volcano. Believe it or not, I know the guy who installed all those Bitcoin miners. I shall try to get him on the interview. This man, I always catch this guy going to fucking Aspen or some shit. Like every time I always catch him at the airport. It's fucking hilarious. But yeah, him and his homie ended up installing all these Bitcoin miners for El Salvador, and it'd be nice to talk to him and stuff. So I might be able to do that. Who else but me and Charlie could pull something randomly like that? We throw a biggest party in Las Vegas in 2022 for crypto, and magic happens. So there you go, man. Wild SJ, DCA all the way. That is correct. Correct. And then DCA all the way out at the top. People forget that part. But that's a very important part. But okay, let's see. What happens if RH goes to meeting? Then fuck it, we thugging it out.
Right. Well, and Funkmaster X says, what about selling, waiting to rebuy alts, specifically if you're only down 5 to 10% right now? That's up to you. It depends on the chart pattern of the specific altcoin right now. But again, kind of like the Chief Wiggum meme that I have on the stream like the last 1 week, right? You don't want to like sell the low on a coin and then essentially just be like, oh shit, now I have to buy back higher. But okay, here's a scenario, right? Let's say you do sell. Let's give an altcoin as an example, ThorSwap. I think ThorSwap's around 19-20 cents right now, right? It has a chance here to go up in the next, I would say, 1 week towards about 26 to 31 cents. But what if it doesn't, right? And you're like, oh, I bought it at 21 cents. I'm down a little bit right now. If you sell it right now and it does go to that 26 to 33 cent mark or 31 cent mark, right? Doesn't mean you miss out. If it does come back lower than in October or back to the same area, then you might just be rebuying around the same area, a little bit lower or a little bit higher, right? So you have to kind of calculate for yourself, is that short-term gain really worth it for that particular coin? Now, if the downside risk is heavy, which I would say something like Cardano or something like Phantom, which are, or BNB, which are right on their support lines, and if it dropped, it could drop substantially. That would be a different story, and that would be something I'd actually be okay buying a little higher with basically taking the risk off the table of it going lower. It's kind of like when we're playing craps, right? You've been rolling good for a while, and like that 7's just right around the corner, and you're like, okay, I'm going to turn my bets off. Oh shit, somebody won some money. Okay, I'm okay in losing out on a little bit of gains to make sure that most of my chips are okay. So if you do sell and then you end up buying a little higher, like that's not the worst thing in the world if you think the downside risk is a lot. But if it's not a lot, then I would say just hold it buy the dips.
Yep. Definitely. Let's keep going down. Scroll up. Let's see. Okay. Scroll down, Kyle. Wait,
we covered those.
Oh, we covered those. Yeah. Yeah, but it'd be really interesting to get that guy. All our RH videos are good. Yeah. Definitely. If you guys haven't seen that documentary on McAfee, it is pretty fucking wild.
Yeah, McAfee's life story is fucking fantastic. He lived life for sure.
Definitely.
Oh, Tylen says, is Rune the coin to buy on ThorSwap? So ThorSwap has a coin itself called Thor, and then Rune, which is Thor Chain, right, is another coin along with that. But ThorSwap should have more gains throughout the bull market, although Rune is a very good coin. the best time to buy a rune was about a week ago.
About a week ago.
So the upside from here, I would say I'd be careful of it for right now. It's a little too high to buy right now, in my opinion.
Yep. I'm not reading that quote. Oh my god. We have some flirting in the chats apparently. But definitely Cal. Do we read all the super chats, Cal? Okay, perfect. Listed famous. But yeah, patience is key. But so Dominic, yeah, welcome to the course, man, and all you guys, man. Sign up right today, man. Crypto Mindset Q4, Q3 is here right now. 9/11 edition, the Black edition, the planned demolition, the explanation of how to unrug yourself and protect yourself. Because if you're not in it, you're going to riggedy wreck yourself. That's what's going to happen. If you try to join the crypto space without learning about what's going on with the coins, you are going to do bad.
Yeah. But there's some people, get lucky for a little bit and then they don't.
Right. And in new GameFi news, of course, tons of it.
We actually have a whole webinar where we're going to have people from the GameFi space, professionals that are building within the GameFi space, come in and speak with you guys about tokens that don't even exist yet, plus some projects that are already building and moving forward in the Ethereum space. So yes, there's going to be a lot of talk on GameFi metaverse stuff.
Okay. Cheryl Thompson, man. Dude, my reading's better today. What the fuck? How is that possible? With many options for choosing an exchange in a cold wallet, what is your best recommendation for someone who has no crypto yet? I would like to sign up and buy a cold wallet before next Friday. Okay, cool. Exchange-wise, the most user-friendly exchange would be Coinbase. Then afterwards, I would probably say Gemini, then Kraken. Kraken's a little bit more.
It's less user-friendly, but it's better. Way better.
But I would recommend.
I would do at least 2 or 3. Sign up all at the same time. Can you speak to that?
Yeah. So it's having like we said this in the Red Pill spinning plates, right? You want to have as many ways to onboard capital because having these onboarding into capital also gives you the ability to offboard capital.
Right. And you don't know, sometimes one exchange might be like, oh, we're down for 5 days because technical difficulties.
So I'm telling you a sad story here. That's where I wish I had like violin music.
Or the Kirby.
No. The Kirby. Wah, wah. Well, here's the sad story. So I was going to onboard a bunch of capital to buy the Hex Low long ago, before Hex was 2 tokens, before the Fire Nation attacked. Hex was a single token. I know my children. I know that you've only known the world with 2 Hex tokens, but in long ago, in the before times, back when Adam and Eve used to roam the earth and stuff, there was 1 hex, a singular hex. RH roamed the castles, or roams the castles and stuff. And during that time, hex had dropped to its lowest point since the bull market, down to like 1.6, 1.7 cents. And I was trying to buy with as much fervor as possible, and my bank decided to not let me onboard capital anymore. I got throttled on all my exchanges. Every single exchange throttled me down to like 10 grand.
And that was just in spring, right?
That was just in spring. That's when what was going on? The Silicon Valley Bank was going down.
Yep.
But
Kraken.
Kraken.
Kraken's the best. One of the things that's great about Kraken is essentially, especially for people who are putting in larger amounts of capital, right? Kraken, it not only has some of like for centralized exchanges that are based in the that have United States based services, they have some of the most amount of liquidity with altcoins. But then also at the same time, right, Kraken has the ability to basically put in larger amounts of money than I would say other exchanges. So for people who I would say are like dollar cost averaging over 6 figures, right? Kraken's the way to go. Make sure you have Coinbase, Gemini as backups and everything. But yeah, they're pretty good.
Those are only 3 we can really recommend just wholeheartedly. Then everything from there is like, there's sometimes we do have a list of these exchanges, but there's like, if you're in Jamaica, brother, sometimes like some exchanges aren't allowed.
Right.
And you have to use these other ones on VPN. But I don't know said that. But
VPNs are perfectly legal. I mean, the fact that they tried to put legislation in to like outlaw VPNs just shows how retarded the boomer politicians are about, technology in general. Because it's like, VPNs are like part of the internet.
I'm not telling you where to sign. I mean, I'm not telling you which one to choose. Well, we have a list of like ones that are good.
I think she also asked about
go back to that question, Kyle.
Cold wallets. Yeah, so we gave you the hot wallets, or we gave the centralized exchanges, right? In terms of cold wallets, Easy. Trezor Model T. Yep.
Trezor with a T, E, and a Z.
Yeah, Trezor Model T directly from Trezor, not from Amazon, not from anybody else.
Right. You have to buy directly from the website. We'll have links when you sign up and stuff in the pinned messages where you're able to click the official website. So be careful searching. You can buy a really dumb one. Miguel, should I buy my cold storage wallet from Amazon or from eBay? No, never in your life. But Charlie, it's 25% off.
25% off your fucking bag when it's wrecked.
Charlie, they stole all my crypto and left the hex. All right, you guys. So
you'll make it.
So you guys, today is gonna be a special stream. We're doing double intro right now. Kyle, hit us back up. We got something special for you guys, man. So we're setting it right back. Hit a Pepe and then hit the intro, man.
Didn't have to cut me off. Think I can never happen to know we were nothing. I don't even need your love, but you treat me like a stranger and I feel so loved. No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Have your friends collect your records and then change your number. I guess that I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know.
Woo! And a wild degenerate appears. We are back. Hit the like button. I've been demonetized already with that, with all those commercials. What's up, dude?
Thanks for having me back.
Hey, man. For people who don't know, we just did a stream earlier today and stuff. That's coming out pretty soon, I'd say, right?
Yeah, it's dropping next week, so I'm excited for it.
Is his mic coming in good, Kyle?
Yeah.
And just put it on the comments. We could see.
Cool. And like, can you introduce yourself to the others? Because we know you, but they don't know you yet.
So I'm Renegade Wingman. I've been around this whole entire space for probably about a good 11 years now, but I've also been an avid proponent of the cryptocurrency space. Been a big fan of these two guys. I've actually been in their course for about 3 years running.
Sheesh.
So yeah, if you guys need a testimonial, I can tell anything and everything that you want to know. But definitely, a pleasure and honor to be here. And so thanks for having me on, guys.
Yeah, it's nice to have you, man.
How many times did I die of sleep deprivation in the course?
Yeah, so I mean that's the thing, right? Where a lot of people will push out a course or a product, and you can tell it's like kind of half-assed.
Yeah.
But with what you guys have done, it's basically like the Rolls Royce of crypto courses that will literally walk you from not knowing anything or having even negative knowledge all the way to being at least operationally proficient to make your own best decisions. And again, the live streams and the Q&As that go along with the course, these guys are dedicated, right? Where they're telling us that it's only going to be an hour long, and then we're 4.5 hours in the stream, and they're still asking the most obscure, answering the most obscure questions that people are asking. Right. So, it's a fantastic course, and I definitely recommend everybody check it out.
We get asked all kinds of things, from borrowing from the mafia to how to smuggle gold through Mexico.
That's definitely happened. Well, and for yourself, you came in with some knowledge in crypto already. You'd been in the space, and then you took the course multiple times. So a couple questions. One, coming in with crypto knowledge already, what did it help you shore up? And then two, what did, why didn't just one course do the trick?
So yeah, it's a great question. So for the fact that I had a base knowledge and good, was in the space around 2013, but actively investing more so in about 2015. And so I had a pretty good and decent knowledge of the space, but then you realize that, the dynamic duo here, right? Where you have the on-chain analysis, as well as the deep dive into the social, as well as the project side of the equation. It's really, really a powerful combination that opened up my eyes to so many different projects, and also the way in which I thought about it. Because to me, when I was first getting in, it was Bitcoin, Ethereum. That was kind of my rough knowledge base. Right. I sort of kind of lucked out by stumbling onto Chainlink, but then finding a bunch of other different projects and seeing the bigger picture overall. That's what really helped expand my knowledge and make me a lot more effective. And so as someone that, the thing with the space is that it's always evolving, it's always changing. So you want to make sure that you're staying current and up to date. Yes. Because again, with each market cycle, even with each 6 months, the space completely changes. New projects come, new regulations, the market sentiment shifts. So if you're not staying current, what you knew 2 weeks ago is not going to help you whatsoever. Yeah. So you have to stay current. And again, people ask me, what TV or what shows you watch? I'm watching Charlie Miguel's channels. I'm all this other stuff on crypto. But that's, again, how I was able to do really, really well in a couple bull runs, was because I was paying attention, but it moves really fast. Yeah. It moves really quickly. So, and again, it's bigger than what one person can do alone. So the fact that you guys have actually teamed up, bring your own separate skill sets, and are staying current and on top of it. So that way you can augment the knowledge that, those that are staying in the weeds, really know about. That to me is what's been really powerful and the really huge value out of the course.
Awesome.
I will say this, so you guys cancel your Netflix subscription. There's no more need for anything else. You watch CC and DCC.
Hey, you can get that all stuff pirated, I heard. Allegedly.
But no, thank you so much, man. I mean, we've known you for quite a while. tell people what you do, actually, man. Like, 'cause you do some pretty interesting shit, man. You're outrageously tall.
Yeah. So these guys are actually pretty tall, but I actually got a couple of inches on them.
Yo, hey, pause.
So yeah, a little bit about me. I've been predominantly a consultant in the technology space for quite a while, so that's why tech fascinates me. For the last 10 years, I've been a dating and lifestyle coach. So it's actually been quite a fun journey and adventure, which is something I never thought I would ever wind up being in, but I got roped into it.
And I like the name Renegade Wingman, right?
Yeah.
Like it has a nice ring to it.
So this is it comes from the guy who wrote me into this, who's a really good friend of mine. His brand and his name was the Professional Wingman. So shout out Thomas. I always give you a shout out. Yeah, he's the whole reason why I got roped into this. I met him at a Fashion Week event, and then he's just awesome guy. And so he's like, dude, you got like a knack for this dating stuff. Like this is what I do for a living. You should work with me. So I actually wound up working with him directly for 2 years. And then I kind of broke off, or he went to go focus more on like the marriage lifestyle type of things. And I was still rampantly out there, being a complete degenerate.
As you should. You have to.
So that's for me is where I came up with the moniker sort of Renegade Wingman, because it's kind of like a little bit of an offshoot. But we teamed back up pretty recently, so it's been quite fun. But yeah, that's sort of a bit of my background, my history.
Nice.
So do you do any night game or day game sort of stuff, or is it mostly just like leveling up guys in terms of like their confidence and everything like that?
I do holistic, so it depends on what area that they're lacking in. Because again, some guys need help with the confidence. Some guys have no clue about the day game or the night game, or some guys just don't know how to connect the dots to really make the complete lifestyle picture.
Right.
So that really is my area of expertise, and my focus is on that more completed lifestyle and saying, okay, one area might be lacking, because I personally gone through my own transformation where I've spiraled up, where it's like, oh, my game is improving. Now my finances are improving, and now my lifestyle in general is improving, which is improving my confidence, which again feeds back into improving my game, and I tell people I'm nothing inherently magical or special, right? Like anything I've done, anybody else can do. So it's just a matter of, applying yourself, and again, keeping an open mind to being able to see where the dots connect and where that takes you.
Well, and I like that idea, spiraling up.
Yes.
Right. It's just like, okay, take it one step at a time, but like, you're trying to hit multiple different fields, right? You're not just like solely focused on one aspect. You're like, okay, I'm going to find a balance here between finances, my personal life and professional life and all of that. And so that kind of all feeds into itself, right? But I'm guessing you're focused on one over the others at certain times, but then like rotate that.
Yeah, and I always keep it in the context of what's the bigger picture of your life, because again, it's all really interconnected, right? So it's like when my money's down, or I got problems on the business front, I can't get a deal or something like across the table, or like or it's stressing me out, then it's like it affects like what's going on with when I'm talking to girls, right? Or like it affects like when I'm out with my boys and whatnot, and it's just like I just need to go kind of more in stress relief mode, and they have to pick me up,
right? Or the opposite, right? Like when you fucking hit a nice business deal, you make fucking gains on crypto, and you're like, these bitches ain't shit.
Well, 2021, man, 2021 was wild. So it's like so I wouldn't recommend it, but it is a hell of a lot of fun. So from I would say June of 2021 to about late September 2021, I had about 14 girls I was seeing at once actively.
All right.
And of course, when you're like in the middle of a bull market, right? So you're making money on that. I had other businesses pulling up. So it's like
hoochie in every pueblo.
all over the place, man. Champagne everywhere. So
nice.
It was a wildly fun time. It was insanity. I would not recommend it, by the way. Just so you know. # not lifestyle advice, right?
Yeah.
But I would definitely say it was definitely a lot of fun.
So you were saying like Drake wasn't the only champagne poppy.
No. I got a couple of Drake stories in there. So
and so like you mentioned when we were doing that stream earlier today, like Hex was one of the bigger wins that you had.
Oh yeah.
What would be like the second biggest win that you had in the portfolio after Hex?
Oh, second biggest win in the portfolio. That's tough. Chainlink I did really, really well on. Because that was, scooping that up at like, I don't know, 43 something cents. And
not bad. That's good, bro.
Yeah.
Really
and
good.
then when they hit like $38, $40, I was like, yeah, it seems like a good time to get out. Right?
We're at for another 20x, bro.
Right. So that one was really good. I would say I did good initially on Celsius, and I made money on it. Definitely lost a lot of money on it later. but I at least covered my initial principles. So
There you
Right.
go.
Right.
Yeah,
and
sounds like
then-
me and Luna a little bit.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then Alluvium for sure made
good.
made a good little amount.
That
on that,
Illuvium
so.
was nice.
Which when you guys put me on the like GameFi, like I know DeFi. What's GameFi? So now I'm like, all right, they're talking about this. I had to go like do a deep dive. So
Right.
And people didn't believe because like people were so skeptical of anything GameFi that I had to put money where my mouth is. I put like $100,000 into an account to get into Illuvium.
Yep.
We pulled out over 800 grand out of that
Mhm.
and stuff, and then I still have coins to this day from that original investment.
Right. Well, Illuvium's coming back as well. It looks like I would give it. It's hard to say exactly, but anywhere between 3 to 6 months, Illuvium should be coming back pretty strong. It looks like Kieran's building some good things, starting to get the word out there a little bit more. And the more the time ticks down to the halving, the more a lot of these projects are just going to get fire under their ass, or
and
they're not going to pull it off. One of the two.
It's also interestingly looking like the Bitcoin ETF approvals, at least on the BlackRock side, will probably start rolling in around that sort of early springtime next year.
But at latest.
Right. At the latest. So it's looking like the market timing is interesting. So yeah, there's been a lot of projects that again, like I would have never heard of otherwise and been put on. So right now the one that's kind of like is tickling my pickle is 9-inch.
Ooh, yeah.
Tickling my pickle.
So I mean, what do you guys again, this is why you gotta be
it's a French tickler.
well, again, this is why you got to be in the course, right? Because again, through the telegram through the course, right? You put out, hey, like here's this thing of interest that's coming out. Let's take a look into it. And so again, what's also great too is you have so many people in there all talking crypto. So there's a lot of gems that you can pull out of there.
Yeah.
So
BBC gang, we up. Shout out Fresh.
Yeah. My fastest payday was probably Nami for sure. It was like a week and a half, put in $2,000, and then it went up to 22K afterwards. I was like, oh, all right, I'll just take out 20 and be okay. I mean, the IRS was very happy about that. So
tell me about it. They're making their bang.
Yeah. I mean, I'd say that probably maybe one of the quickest gainers we had in the courses was probably Gala. It just pumped out. That one just pumped so quick. Like, damn, that was ridiculous.
It was like what, 3 to 80 cents in like a month and a half. Something crazy.
Which is ridiculous. Just ridiculous and stuff like that. And hey, shout out to everybody who listens and stuff. Me and Charlie didn't hop on the train enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hexa, you guys put me onto that, which is like, all right, Richard Hart is definitely like for sure a character. And I was like, that's the type of personality that I think will like whatever you say, like love the guy, hate the guy, he'll get the attention, the eyeballs that'll get a good, like, make some action attraction. But also too, what attracted me was looking at the fundamentals, right? So it's like fundamentals look great. And again, it's a COD on the blockchain. So you're monetizing time anyways. So either way, it looks good. So yeah, I got in there at roughly about, I think it was December 2020. So that's about 0.0052 cents.
Okay, nice. Very nice price.
And then made several exits at various stages. So I've been very happy with that project.
DCA'd or laddered out.
Yep.
Good.
Which is another good thing, right? The concept of dollar cost averaging out, because so many people focus on dollar cost averaging in and then waiting for a huge payday.
Right.
And then, hey, actually, just get the consistent dollar cost average out and you'll do far better than always trying to catch the top.
Right.
Yep. 100%. Yeah. Because otherwise you basically delay too much and you kind of freak out. You don't pull the trigger. You hold the gains all the way back down to where you started if you don't do that.
Yep.
So definitely, man. So finding the edge, man. Polka City 2 or nah? And see, let's see.
I looked at the chart and everything here on Polka City. I don't have all the fundamental details or whatever, but it's looking pretty sparse, right? So I'd say I'm not really looking into that. I'm not really that keen on it just from looking at it from the get-go, but we'll look into it a little bit more and maybe in the course we'll talk about it a little bit. But yeah, it just from the chart right away, I'm like, not so sure about that.
Yeah, and plus a lot of Polkadot projects are restructuring because like auctions have kind of failed.
Yeah,
basically. Yeah, so they're gonna have to figure out a new incentive model, which won't be hard. They'll probably just do some buy and burn, which works perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, man. Let's see something hex. But yeah, man. So I mean, obviously, like now, as a person who's taken the course many times, right?
Yeah.
What would you? Well, let's see. Like, what would you say was like the first thing when you first signed up to the course that really like took you back? Like, what, like in terms of, was it just like I shouldn't say it this way. I gotta be careful I say this. But in terms of like, I guess like all the, I mean, obviously we're putting in a lot of hours putting these webinars together and stuff. But what were you shocked at all the coins or how much things we've kind of put in front of you, or like what was your personality that you like? What was the coins that you gravitated towards, like right off the jump from what we taught you?
Yeah, so for me, it was kind of like when you were outlining the case for fundamentals for an ecosystem, and you're giving a breakdown of the Ethereum ecosystem, where it's like, hey, you need the main flagship sort of platform that everything's built on top of.
Right.
Then you need if it's going to be in the DeFi space, right, a borrowing and lending platform. So that's where Aave comes into play.
Yeah.
You need a decentralized exchange on there. That's going to be the go-to hub. So that's where Uniswap came in.
Right.
And so again, putting in the different pieces of the puzzle for a complete ecosystem. To me, I was like, okay, this makes a lot of sense, and also makes the great strong use case for everything kind of builds on everything else.
Right.
So that to me is what made it exciting. And to me, that's what I was also very surprised by, was how in depth of looking at what the different ecosystems had to offer, as well as looking at what the individual projects on those ecosystems were.
Mm. Yeah, and I think that's the interesting thing, right? Because sometimes those individual projects in the ecosystem, sometimes the ecosystem coin does really, really well, like Solana or Binance, but some of the sub ecosystem coins don't do well. So like you also have to kind of identify, okay, which ecosystem has some of the sub coins that work. And it's like niching down so much that like you really understand, okay, there's money to be made here, or probably going to have more rugs than not. And like, I think that right there, even for people who are already in crypto, that's something I think a lot of people haven't really noticed. They're like, oh, I just heard this whole chain is doing pretty well, so they're just going to jump in and start, getting chopped up a little bit.
Yeah, and again, really having an understanding, right? Because people are like, oh, I heard about this thing called Awesome Coin. I'm going to throw a ton of money in it. Well, what does it do? Well, it's just awesome. So, right? And so you're
Great
like,
marketing.
Yeah. So it's like, again, understanding what the fundamental analysis of how the project is, how it functions, how strong the community is, but also seeing where it fits into a broader ecosystem as a whole. That really is the critical components. And again, the way that you guys walk through everything, and again, take the time. Like, I don't know, like, whenever you guys do it, you guys definitely don't sleep or something. I don't know how you guys manage to stay up all that time, but
willpower.
Again, yeah, going through and walking through everything, right? So, sponsored by Red Bull.
Right. Yeah, well, and so that's interesting. That's a very interesting way to look at it. I guess, there's some people out there, when we were on Fresh Prince CEO's stream, there's just a bunch of haters in the chat because they don't understand crypto, blah, 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 right? But just generally speaking, I'm like, okay, this guy's here meeting us in person, right? He's been in the course multiple times and stuff. And he hasn't punched us in the face yet. So he must be doing something right? Because most of these people in crypto, they rug people, they do all this dirty shit. And it's like, we explicitly have tried to basically give you guys the most honest to goodness, straight cut information from, the source, our source basically. And then, let you guys do the research springboards off of that. But I think there's some people out there who can't quite take the self-responsibility. They don't watch the risk management webinar.
Right.
They don't, take that self-responsibility, because we're trying to teach you guys how to fish so that you can fish a bit yourselves. So like, kind of how do you like look at that?
Yeah, I mean, I love that approach, right? Because again, I've done some cryptocurrency consulting because I talked a lot about it. So, a lot of people ask me like, oh, like, well, can I copy like your exact trades, or like, tell me what I need to get? I'm like,
people in your social circle.
Exactly. And I'm like, there's different risk tolerances and different strategies, right? Depending on what you want to do. So one, I don't know what your budget is. I don't know what your level of risk tolerance is. And the other side of the equation is like, I'd rather arm you with the knowledge and fundamentals so you can go out and do what you need to do for yourself and make your own best choices, rather than do hey, go do this, because again, I could take a loss or a major hit on something that's not a big deal, and for somebody else, they could be completely wrecked.
Right.
So that's a little bit irresponsible. And what I really like about the approach, again, that you guys take, it's very much, hey, this is some very good information for you to figure out what you want on your own. Because again, we've all been around the space. We all have projects that we loved that broke our hearts and just did really terrible. And we've all had projects that we thought were garbage that just out of the blue, like, had a great pump or had a really great day, right?
Yep.
So, there's a lot of nuance in there. And again, you can have a very good educated guess as to what you think, but at the end of the day, you have to make your own choices. And the whole purpose of the crypto space is, in a sense, being your own bank, right? Like
Right.
having if it's not your keys, not your coins, right? So have that self responsibility, and again, know how to make the best moves for you, because again, certain moves are going to be, much riskier, and a lot of people can't stomach that, and then other ones are going to be a lot more conservative or a little bit too slow for other people. So you really have to arm yourself with the knowledge to go out and make your own best choices. And I always tell people, like, when you're ever trying to vet somebody that is in this crypto space that's a quote unquote expert, go watch all of their old stuff and see all their predictions or see all of their sentiments. Because so many guys are like, oh, Bitcoin, it's a scam, it's this and this. Oh, it's pumping. Oh, it's the next best thing. It's taking over. It's going to 100K. Oh, it's falling down. Oh, Bitcoin's over. It's going to 0. Right. But again, if you guys go back and look at the channels and look at the old stuff, a lot of stuff is just very good, solid, consistent. And more often than not, you guys have been like pretty spot on about a lot of things.
Yeah.
So again, the proof's in the pudding. So look at the track record, if anything. Like, don't take my word for it. Literally look at their own words and see, oh yeah, like you can go back and just run through everything. You can see it's all right there. So always look to see who's kind of riding more hype waves, and then who's just, again, giving you good, solid, actual information so you can actually make your own best choices.
I like that.
Yep. That sounds looking great. Now, obviously, super smart guy that's taking our course and stuff, but this is what I should tell you, the quality of people that, take the crypto mindset courses. Now, a lot of people do stay in the shadows, right? In the shadow realm, but we've had hedge funds and we've had like a lot of pretty high net worth individuals take the courses, as well as we've had people starting exactly from like square one, where like, I don't even have a bank account. We've helped guys like, well, go to this bank, start a bank account. We've helped people just with these. I mean, the chat's also helping people out. You don't have a bank account? Yo, homie, go to Chase, go to here, go to there. It's really easy. And then within usually a week, they've now upgraded themselves financially onto a different plateau. Now they know how to use we show people how to maximize their phone, how to do research on YouTube. I mean, everything you could possibly imagine. So we really like fill those kind of holes in people's game, which is really important, because a lot of times people don't have everything completely like figured out just yet. You've been around a while and you touch yourself, but sometimes you may have taught yourself incorrectly.
Yeah.
And you pick up some bad habits.
Yeah, 100%.
Like leaving all your money on exchanges.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's totally fine if I do that, right? Like, nothing is going wrong. Like, or I mean, if anything, it's worth it for the memes, guys, because there's some fire flowing through the chats all the time. So it's like the daily dose of just like memeage that I need. It's like the memes they're worth it for at least that alone. So
nice. I like to hear that.
Add a bonus.
Yeah, we like to have a good time.
Exactly.
Now, Wally the Walrus asks, Renegade Wingman, what's your crypto portfolio looking like, if you don't mind me asking? I guess they want to know what coins you're holding right now.
Or the health of the portfolio, or both.
Right. That's it's classified. But
billions and billions.
Well, yeah, don't say the number. The IRS is in the chat.
Right. But yeah, I've been in quite a few different projects. So right now, to list all of them off the top of my head, I'm in approximately 20 projects at this time.
Nice.
And again, I've started very small at around 5 projects, and then over the years added about another 5 more, and then it got to the point where it's like, okay, I feel comfortable, confident enough to like start managing a lot more, and they're all around different plays. But I mean, the big staples like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink, Aave, got quite a bit of that, and then still in the Richard Hart sphere. So Hex, a little bit of I'm waiting more so on the Pulse side of the equation, because I have a feeling that once the bridging starts get smoother, there will be a good opportunity there. But right now, I'm also really looking into the GameFi space. So, and again, for a lot of people, depending on where you're at, usually somewhere between 5 to 10 projects is a good amount to be in. But I've been around the space for quite a bit, and I've got a nice little budget to play with. So I can afford to go into quite a few different projects.
Nice. Very nice.
Definitely. Let's see. G3, man. Now I understand why Bitcoin's pumping, man. Moon Gang's open for late comers. That's right, man. Crypto mindset, and you guys are lucky. You somehow, you son of a bitches, squeeze another Moon Gang out of us somehow. I'm over here like nodding off a little sometimes. But
I'll throw some holy water on you by Sunday.
No, I'm levered out. Send him into the realm, but definitely, man. And then real John F. Kennedy, the guest, has a super high IQ, definitely super smart guy. Troy Miller. Staying up is easy with that Joe Biden special. My lord. Now, okay, I'll say one joke, man. People are saying like, "Yo, Phil Ivey's in here."
Do you play poker, or now that you're in Vegas, do you do much at the casinos? Or
I gamble with my life, never my money. So, you know, yeah, I've never been like too big of a gambler,
Right.
but I do enjoy like very fast cars. So I think that's gambling, and you know,
Hmm.
causing shenanigans and debauchery with you know, lovely ladies. That's also gambling. So
that is
like,
gambling.
yeah.
Yeah, Russian roulette, depending on if they're Russians or not.
I mean, don't fall in love with these hoes.
Ukrainian roulette has been more recent. But,
there
yeah.
you go. There you go.
Right? Do you mind motorcycles, or do you straight fast cars and stuff?
So I love bikes. I know a lot about
Oh
motorcycles.
no!
But
Stop, homie.
But
He is
yeah.
gambling.
You're too
with his
wealthy
life.
to be doing.
here's the thing, like I'm instinctively attracted to the like fastest, most powerful, craziest bikes.
Right.
So I intentionally stay away from them.
Right.
So I'm just like, you know,
Yeah.
like if
I get mad at Super Hex as well because he's running his Ducati all the time.
Uh-oh.
I tell, bro, you're too rich to be riding in a motorcycle. You need to stop it. Bro.
everybody I know that has bikes, they all have like some piece of metal in their body or pin.
Wow.
And actually, years ago, I met the former head of Ducati Racing North America, like really awesome guy. I was at his house. He has like 6 bikes just lined up in his living room in front of his fireplace, which is like, oh, that's good inspiration.
Yeah.
But he's got this like weird little lump. He's like, oh, you see this like lump here? And he's like, yeah, these are like 3 titanium pins that
Shit.
if they weren't here, my head would just flop down into my chest.
The
Oh.
fuck.
I'm like,
Whoa, dude.
yeah. So I'm very much like, yeah, no, I'm good. So like bikes, yeah, as much as I love them, I know that I will literally be that guy that kills himself like getting on one. So I just, yeah.
Better idea not to.
I missed my window. You know, that was like for like when I was like 18 or something. Like I missed the window.
Right. Right.
So now I just jump out of planes with squirrel suits.
Or not yet.
Yeah. So the chat was going. The bros got a modded H2.
Oh my god, yeah, the Kawasaki Ninja H2R. That's like the bike that.
Woo. How fast is that bike?
So stock, the Ninja H2R will do 250 miles an hour. So it's Bugatti speed on, yeah, like something that weighs 400 pounds.
Where are you doing that? In the Salt Flats, New Mexico? Like what?
On the he's like on the I-95.
I may or may not know several places where one could theoretically, allegedly achieve or attain certain speeds, but you know, may or may not. It's all
within an urban area or without?
Nah, not that urban.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Man, forever broke is right, man. Sell the bike, buy the dip. That's right. Yeah. Zenith, shout out to you, man. But no, definitely, man. So yeah, I mean, so I cannot wait to start buying the next dip and stuff. I'm really going to be buying into like Ethereum, and we're going to be talking about a lot of it. This is in the crypto mindset course. But have you been staking any hex, or what have you been doing in the Pulsion ecosystem?
Yeah,
so
so
far?
actually, yeah, I do have some hex stakes in there. So
Okay.
yeah, that's and again, when the sacrifice and everything happened, I sat a little more on the sidelines because I wanted to see what the bridging and everything was going to look like. And also at the time when all that was going on, I had like other high priority things where I was like bleeding cash left and right.
Right.
So I was like, oh, all right, like my mind is like not in the I don't have the mental state to like give up something right now for like something in the future. I'd go like douse the fires right now. So that's where with that one, again, I was extremely interested in following it very closely. But where I was at personally, it was like, yeah, it's the best move for me to hold on to my hex and then divert other funds elsewhere.
Nice.
Got it. Forever broke LMAO. So what's up, Jimmy Him? Man, what's up, man? What's up, Moon Gang? Don't scroll up a little bit, Kyle. So let's see what we got here. Anyone's I missed in the shadow realm? All right, cool. We're all cut up. Perfect, man. And Nina Coin, LOL. Now, did we got all these Polkadot? Okay, let's do that one. John F. Kennedy. Is Polkadot still a gem? I think it'll still outpace Ethereum.
I would say only at certain times in the market, right? And so not right now, and probably not until after the Bitcoin halving. After the Bitcoin halving, we'll get some alt runs, and from time to time it will. But yeah, I think it's still a gem. I think it's still going to do well. I mean, if you look at Polkadot, I think it's around like somewhere between like $3 to $6 at the current moment. So that's pretty much a 10x all-time highs. They're still building. They're still doing a lot of development. The most interesting thing about the Polkadot ecosystem right now is I have to go back and look at which specific coins, but there's a couple of them that basically had well, most of their quote unquote ICOs or launching of coins happened at literally the very end of the bull market, right? And a lot of those coins that had a high inflation throughout the entire bear market, it's kind of a blessing in disguise because the charts basically look like down and to the right. But about next summer, a good handful of those Polkadot related projects will start having emissions basically go down, if not like basically stop for the most part. And so your VCs will have basically sold out during the bear market, right? And most of the people that receive free coins by that chance will have a chance to sell out or just hold. And so from probably the second half of 2024, you'll start seeing that ecosystem percolate a little bit more. And then once we get into 2025, that should be off and roaring. But I think it's kind of like Cardano last cycle. Not a lot happening, kind of quiet. Dips back to its lows around the time of the Bitcoin halving, potentially, or right before. And then boom, right after the halving, when we get a good alt season, then it'll take off. Most likely.
Cardano not a lot happening though, like the story of its whole existence.
Except for now, it has more development going on than Ethereum. But yeah. Up until I think Vitalik and like everybody got Charles Hoskinson to get off his ass a little bit in the last bull market. Yeah.
Yeah. He even streamed Corey the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to Corey, man.
Yeah.
All right. Real John F. Kennedy. Jay is a top G.
Thanks, sir.
Definitely, man. Let's see. Okay. Caution. It's all good and all, guys, but what about FTX assets dump? We've already addressed that earlier today. 3 billion cryptos ready to be sold, 200 million chunks. Maybe the dumpage isn't over just yet. This is why we launched this crypto mindset course exactly at where it is, right before the Fed meeting, right before the FUD, right before
the Sam
Halloween
trial.
Sam Bankman, yeah.
What's more scary, Halloween or the Sam Bankman-Fried trial?
I don't know. Halloween's like single Christmas. So
yeah.
Like, yeah. I'll definitely scary.
I think I'm more scared about a couple of these senators deciding to run again for another 4 years. I think that's been freaking me out a little bit. Yeah. I thought this was their final hurrah, and they're like 4 more years. So I'm like, holy shit. So shout out to Dante J Hex. FNF are so freaking lucky to have the 2 best guys in crypto, literally. Hey, shout out to Fresh and Fit, man. Don DeMarco, man. Thank you, man. John Johnson, right? Johnson. Does Gala still have a chance in the next bull market? Lots of fun. Definitely there's lots of fun, but me and Charlie, like good sleuths, we're looking into it.
Yeah, it's got to clear out the drama between its ownership first. Once that's been cleared out, which might take until the halving or a little bit afterwards, then it can have a chance to do well. But between now and then, it's gonna struggle a little bit.
Definitely, man. Now the Herc. Yeah, and then look, I still like Gala, but I will be making DCAs with it in soon. But I want a little bit more of the CEO stuff to kind of like
die down.
Yeah, a little bit. But oh yeah, the Herc, the tech and the usefulness of Hex hasn't changed. I'm still buying. That is correct. Buy that P Hex, stake it. But right now, I would really recommend for you guys just get the liquid bag, get a big liquid bag, and then make the move. Don't just like buy these little chunks at first, because you might be able to. I mean, the bigger the stakes, the better. Yeah,
it's easy to whale in right now too.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. I mean, like right now, what's it at right now?
Point.
It's pretty cheap and stuff. Like if you're buying P Hex right now, P Hex as of right now is so for the low price of $7,400, you can have 1 million P Hex. Not bad. This thing ever gets to 40 cents. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think there's a good shot of it.
400 grand.
Well, and even if you were to take targets, right, that are above the 50-cent all-time high mark,
right,
and divide them by half because you had the stock split essentially between EHEX and PHEX, I could easily see before Pulse Chain came out, EHEX going to 80 cents, right? And so if you're like, okay, 40 below the all-time high, but like now that stock split between the 2 coins, I think that's perfectly reasonable, to be honest.
Definitely. Yeah. So next question, Zenith. SBF trial is a joyous occasion because certain government figures will be implicated in some weird stuff. Very weird stuff. Pegging, bribery, Chinese harem, Chinese imperial harem.
Oh, right.
Right.
Gary Gensler must have been in the middle of that mix.
And
it's usually trend.
And it's a bunch of ugly fuckers fucking each other. There's a weird picture I saw of them. Like there was just a bunch of butt naked dudes at a pool party and it's all fucking executives. Oh, yikes. My god. Horrible. All right, let's see. Kenneth Wheeler, man. 100,000 hex stake for 2 years. That's pushing it. That's about like it depends if you that stake, if you're comfortable with like gambling a little bit in terms of when the bull market will be over. But two years from now, we're talking about the end of 2025, and you could be I think you still would be safe with the 2 year stake, but you're pushing it a little bit, So I would really like you do a year and a half, and then kind of like the rest of you have liquid, and anything you're willing to stake afterwards is more for the long term. So 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, like that. Definitely. Hex Addict. All right. Do you have any thoughts on Chia? Chia.
I don't.
No, not really.
I'd have to look into it more.
It's just a storage device thing and stuff. They just do storage and everything. So Filecoin, I mean,
storage has always been pretty hard to solve in crypto.
Yeah,
and I think you got better options with centralized entities right now. So if it's like storage or made safe or these types of tokens, maybe around 2030 we might have a bull market on that type of coin. But right now I think it's not really that useful, because you think about crypto as a database, right? Decentralized databases are extremely slow, right? Versus centralized databases are going to be much faster. So if you're looking for actual storage, that's going to be more important on a centralized entity.
Yeah. Oh my God, those guys are crazy, man. All right, let's go with one. Chris Amor. Caroline must have had that tight vajayjay because that bitch has a face like Woody Allen.
Right.
Don DeMarco.
Now we did the soundboard for that one. Jesus.
Holy shit. Damn. Murder on the beat. Holy shit. Okay, Ghost John Johnson. Holy shit. That's funny, bro. What's your price prediction on Gala? I'm 300,000 coins deep, around 2 cents. What is the price of Gala right now? I don't even know.
It is around 2 cents. It's maybe like somewhere between a penny and a half to 3 cents right now. So it's probably right around that area. I guess it would depend on, like where you got those coins. But so the all-time high was 80 cents,
81,
right?
yeah.
81 cents. So the resistance on that, like after the accumulation area, is about 3 to 4 cents or so. So once it gets back above 4, 5, 6 cents, it can do a run up to that. I'd have to look at the chart to see where the next resistance point is, but yeah, it can go up above 10 cents, but it has to break 5 or 6 cents first, which that accumulation phase could take like up to next 9 months before it does that. So patience, if you're holding that. And then the only thing I would say to that as well is, let's say, for example, that's 30% of your portfolio, right? We definitely don't recommend one position to be that much unless you're like, okay, I'm going to hold this for the next 2 whole years, right? So if you're like over positioned on it, if it's 30% of your portfolio, maybe like take half out, right? Or 2/3 out of that, put that into Ethereum if you don't have enough of that, or put that into another project that you can hold longer. But make sure, if you have too much of a position sizing, to readjust that.
Like 45% of my portfolio is Dogecoin right now. Are you saying over?
Well, it depends on how much you believe in it, sir, and like how long term you are on it.
To the moon.
I don't judge.
I'm waiting for Elon to.
If you're waiting for it, okay. If you're waiting for $1, right? I'll say during this bull market, it's going to hit $1.
Yeah, anything can happen. I mean, no lie. Like
not anything can happen. I'll bet you it'll hit $1 if you want.
Okay, that'd be a good bet.
How much you want to put on that? Because you just remember, if Doge doesn't hit $1, that's how you win.
Right.
I'm guessing it'll reach parity to $1 for the first time. Doge people, I don't know what they call them.
Right.
They've been waiting basically a decade for this.
Yeah, I mean, they got it like way up there last time, so that's a pretty scary. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna have to. And you're the expert too on this. I don't know if I can take that bet. Like,
hey, I'm willing to take it if you want the other side.
All right, we'll figure out something.
Okay, well, yeah, we'll think about it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He was ready to take it. Now he's second guessing it.
Right.
All right.
Hey, I already got
Vegas, guys.
I already got a 20K bet with Gary the Numbers guy that Bitcoin will hit 100K. So I'm looking forward to scooping back on that.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
So Hex Addict, what do you think about Link will do with this run? What do you think Link will do with this run?
That's a good question. If last bull market high was what, $40, $50 or $40?
It was like $49, like just under 50.
And it's like $4, $5, $6 right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. For something like Chainlink, because it's not going away, I would say hit back to all-time high plus maybe 50% from there. So maybe 60, 70 bucks. Could that's possible. I'm not saying it's going to do it, but just from where we're at right now, that's possible. But again, we're going to talk about this a lot more in the crypto mindset course, where right now, right, some of those X's can be easy to moon math on some coins that we know are going to stick around. But to be honest, in terms of altcoins right now, might not be the best time for all of them, right? So that's why we go through the top 25 coin list with you guys, because there are some coins that are more advantageous in the basically Q3, Q4 than others, right? So they're going to be laggards, and then there's going to be ones that move first. So we're going to talk about those in more detail. So I'm not sure if Chainlink's the best area to buy right now. We'll take a look at that in more depth when we get into the course.
So if you want that primo OG hopium, get in the course.
There you go.
Definitely. Now, where can people follow you, man?
So at Renegade Wingman, those are all my socials. So you can follow me on Instagram, on YouTube, as well as my website. So Renegade Wingman, that's where all my socials are. Check them out.
And Charlie, what do you have upcoming?
I have a show tomorrow. What? At 5 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Give me a little leeway on that one there, because we're not supposed to be streaming tomorrow, but we'll be streaming tomorrow, Saturday, and then on Sunday we'll be doing Moon Gang again. So come over to Cultivate Crypto on YouTube, and we'll be jumping on that tomorrow.
Definitely, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you like the new studio. Pretty cool. One of our many studios here in Las Vegas. And yeah, thank you so much for coming. I will link all your stuff in the link below. And get in the course, you guys. Get in. Stop being poor. Later.
Didn't have to cut me off.